Okay, it's working. Hi, yes, hello, I live again. It is stupid hot here today, so I am not wearing that goddamn jacket. Simple as. So, I am trying some things with the microphone, and I'm hoping they work out. Hopefully, the audio quality is a lot higher this stream. If not, I'm going to have some problems. Yeah, controller work, yes. So give me a second. Going to switch over to the Twitch view. But yes, I have been trying to very much get the audio improved, though it is looking like I might need to yet again replace this microphone. I basically need to actually invest in one that has any sort of worth to it. Yes. Ah. But yeah, it is really goddamn hot here today. I think it's like 80 something with like 90% humidity. And so it's like, yeah, I'm not going to bother with that one at the slightest. Oh, great. A favorite orc, huh? Okay. I knew that was going to eventually get said, but yeah, it is like, it's 80 something here right now, and like 90% humidity. It is goddamn awful, and I am trying to remember what I was doing. But yeah, hopefully the audio for the microphone is now better. If it is not, then yeah, that's kind of the funny thing about that jacket, is that it is actually so thick to be able to work, it's hard to tell. And the reason the character is even female is because the software I was using basically has jack all options for making a male character that doesn't look like a girl anyways. So I half just gave up and was like, yeah, sure, why not? I simp. Hopefully the audio sounds better. Hopefully. Now then, let's see. We were working on trying to get his work up. Me with women. But yeah, I added a bunch of more filters with OBS, and hopefully it works. I'm scared of women. The truth is, everybody's scared of women.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
Uh, the king says keep up the good work and handed me a handful of nuts. What? Okay. The main problem is right now with the way that I have this microphone, it's kind of really annoying because it's blocking some of my UI, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to actually manage that. But, uh, but yeah, like the software I was using, I was originally trying to make a male model, and eventually it just got to the point where I was like, man, you really have no options for a male model in this software. Like the two options was boy with beard and femboy. Oh, hey, someone rated. Oh, hello. What a great topic for people to come in for the first time on. Hello. Oh, let's see. We were going to go bug the Lucky 38. I know how that quest already ends. Also, that makes me the 100th follower. Yeah, it does actually, doesn't it? I'm not going to lie, I honestly never expected to get to 100 followers. I thought I was going to be too annoying. Great. Oh.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
Bouquet.
Goodbye.
Man, I never thought I would get that far either. Ooh, this guy's gonna die. Watch this.
Watch out!
Just took out his legs. Good God. My community will welcome you with open arms. I've met a few groups who said that before. One of them was the military, and the other was a cult. Is this NCR soldier still just standing out here? He is.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
So, for some reason, sounds like a good time. So, for some reason, this guy appeared, but his dialogue never went off. And so I think he's just stuck standing here forever. Alright, so we need to... What am I need to do? NCR soldiers just enjoying the view. Yeah, apparently. To be honest, it is a nice spot to see that one hotel. Alright, let's see here. So we can bug the lucky 38, and then we continue on. Very good. Okay. I still can't get over the fact that Fallout is going to be in Fortnite. I did not know that. Thank you for providing me yet more terrible news for this series. Ah! I meant to raid you months ago, but you always go on right whenever I go off. Oh.
Hey, have you been able to bug Mr. House's network yet?
Sure did.
It looks like we've started getting reports from the tower's network. I'm sure the others will be able to make some sense of this.
And it's out
Oh,
tomorrow.
hell, the bug went offline. Damn it! I swear to God that old man has thought of everything. Well, it looks like this was all for nothing. But you did your best. I appreciate the help.
Lucky this time I did a very short stream, yeah. But yeah, it's my streaming schedule, quote unquote, because I don't usually have a schedule, is all over the place, and it tends to be whenever I wake up and I don't feel like terrible in the physical sense. Oh Lord, what was it that one time?
Just lost
Like-
a month's caps.
Ha. Save. Like, I think I woke up one day. I'm kind of all over the place, yeah. I think I woke up one day and I went to go stream and my internet went out instantly. That was fun. And by fun, I mean not fun. But yeah, if I look outside right now, what does it look like? Oh, it looks like potentially a storm again. It has been storming every day here for so long, and I don't know what to make of it. Okay, so that's that quest done. So if I remember right, I think we have 2 history points with Arcade Ganon right now. Part of what I'm working on is getting companion quests done. We already got You Living in Storm Season. Yeah, basically. I live in the wonderful area of the country known as Dixie Alley. And Dixie Alley is the other tornado belt of America. And that's fun to be in. Luckily, we haven't had one this year. Like, anywhere near. We usually don't, but apparently there was like a massive amount of them going around this year, like at the start of that kind of storm season stuff. Oh yeah, we needed to get the followers' medical supplies, like a regular supply. I think we can do that at the Atomic
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades.
Wrangler.
We've got it all at the Silver Rush.
In fact, if I was smart, I would have open right now that thing that tells me what his history points are. Are you the one I can talk to about this?
Doesn't look good. This buildup of forces between the NCR and Legion. Not good at all for business in the long run, if the Legion wins.
Oh, don't worry, the Legion is not going to win. I have pinned Caesar's head to a flag.
Really now? Well, this is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
Alright.
Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the Fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
Alrighty then. I was actually playing this last night, streaming it too. Yeah, this game has apparently seen an uptick in people playing it. Along with like Fallout New 4 and the... What did they call it again? 76? Yeah, 76. It's surprisingly shocking how good these twins are. Well, at least a brother. Yeah, that's kind of the thing that, like, this game is kind of good about. Like, unlike in other Fallouts that was made under Bethesda, because this one wasn't made by Bethesda, there's actually some pretty good character writing in this. Like, in Camp McCarran, that whole situation with the, like, sniper squad, they have some amazing, like, just out of the way little bit of writing that makes them actual characters. They get, like, better characterization than half the characters in Fallout 4 get. Which, off stream, I've still been playing Fallout 4, mostly because I'm trying to, like, just get some achievements in that. I don't know why, but yeah. The Garrett twins, like you said, at least the brother is actually kind of a good person. Like, he's not a great person, but he's at least kind of cares. And then you have the twins of the Silver Rush, who are genuinely pieces of shit. Psychopaths. Actual, like... Well, probably not even psychopaths, but sociopaths. The brother is twin of the those two might be a sociopath. The sister's definitely a psychopath, though. She's not here right now, is she? No, she is not. Let's... I don't know why I keep thinking that's her. She doesn't even have the right haircut. We just wait a couple of hours, then we can see her. It's funny when you do the quest to frame them, but as soon as you go near that area, they'll immediately start opening fire. Yeah. Ow. I went the stretch and something didn't feel right there. Ugh. She's still not out here. There's Julia.
So the great Caesar is dead. Happy news, but I don't know that it'll make things safer. The rest of his goons may be even worse once they take power.
Oh, no doubt. Like, damn, word spreads fast in this game. Yeah, it really does. At least, like, the radio guy somehow knows everything, which is also weird, but yeah, word travels real fast in this game. Alright, I think I found someone who will cover your
That's
supplies.
phenomenal. Who did you find?
The Garrett twins.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
You get your chems and can help anyone who gets addicted with a surplus supply. You can use your caps to and influence to expand.
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
No problem. Also, because of the ending we're doing, I'm going to avoid the kings until I actually look up what I'm supposed to do there to prevent them from all getting killed. It's even funnier because Cass gives you shit for it, even though they started firing first. Yeah. Radio Man is Mr. Smith in Fallout universe. He's everywhere and nowhere. Mr. New Vegas is literally everywhere as far as I understand. Whenever this game first came out, I was dead set on finding him somewhere. You can't. He doesn't actually exist in the game.
It can be found at Mickey.
But I really, really tried to find him.
The Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the women are just like the booze.
Damn. Well, let me ask you this question. Did you already use your offer that the king gives you? No, I haven't even started their quest.
You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the meat.
That's kind of the thing. I just never even did it.
I hear Benny got force-fed a little slice of heaven. Man, what I would have paid to see that loathsome little weasel eat it.
Yeah. All right, your offer is accepted by Julie Farkas, not Julius.
Hey, that's great. We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith. Once our stills are up,
Don't use it
we'll never be
immediately.
short on
Yeah.
liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad business for people to get addicted. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford their next fix.
Yeah, he is weirdly good for a, like, what amounts to a drug dealer. Right. Oh yeah, we can also go to a couple of places to get his story point things going.
Head on down to the Atomic
Again, he genuinely cares. Yeah, he really does.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all at the Silver
He's a
Rush.
good drug. Alright. Let's talk to you, see if we can
What's
do
up?
anything with this. Alright, what's your opinion of the current situation?
It could be better. If we can find a way to work toward the independence of New Vegas, that would be ideal. But really, as long as you don't help out the Legion,
Yeah.
anything's better than that.
Alright. Let's see. Tell me about yourself.
I'm really very boring. You'd get better stories out of a Freeside junkie.
Arcade, I'm asking because I'm interested. Don't put yourself down. You can do better than that. You always deflect personal questions. How did you join the followers? Let's be nice to him.
Oh, all right. I'm 30-ish. Well, late 30s. I was born west of here. I was an only child and spent most of my time with my mother. My father died when I was young and I never got over it. Oh, and I like medicine and reading books about failed pre-war socioeconomic policies. Right now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, why hasn't some lucky man scooped this bachelor off his feet? Like I said, I'm boring.
Even though I love Fallout 4, there's never a middle ground whenever it comes to good and evil. Yeah. Which is kind of funny for a game that basically did away with the morality system, is that the morality of that game is way more black and white.
Some people do. I just don't. Look, I appreciate that you're trying to be friendly, but I'd just rather not discuss it.
Same with 3. Yeah. At least 3 played more into it. They never should have took away the morality system. They never should have took away a lot of things that they did.
I'm really very bored.
Okay, how'd you join the followers?
Honestly, it isn't too difficult if you have half a brain and aren't a complete jerk. I wanted to help people and I enjoyed learning, so I signed up. New Vegas is in trouble, so I came out here. If someone doesn't step up and try to help the people here, it's going to end very badly.
Where'd you get your medical training?
The followers taught me everything I know about medicine. Despite our humble abode here in New Vegas, we have great facilities back in the NCR. We may have overextended ourselves by setting up camp in Freeside, but the people here need help from someone. If not us, who?
Like switching ammo types. Like there being more than one kind of ammo for a gun. That doesn't require you literally reworking the entirety of the gun in some cases. Yes. Like the ability to have dialogue options that actually tell you what they do and aren't 3 versions of yes and a maybe later. Variant of a gun like that, yeah. That's solved with a simple button. But Fallout 4, you have to go through extra steps. The wild thing with Fallout 4 is that apparently they had trouble even coming up with more dialogue for what amounted to a 4-prompt system, which implies, like, the entire thing, as I understand, is that they had to put 4 prompts in there always. Some reason I don't understand, but I haven't looked into, like, Creation Kit or anything, so. The same issue with Starfield. You have to go find a workbench to change the weapon variation. Oh, but I don't want to think about Starfield right now.
All right.
You always deflect personal questions?
Only to obfuscate my past association with a fascist paramilitary organization. I'm joking, of course. I will deflect personal questions at any opportunity.
Yeah. You're joking. By the way, there is something really funny about the robot just being right there over his shoulder. Fallout New Vegas barely had a year to be made and has more dialogue than it has a right to. This game has way better everything than it had a right to. Like, it was massively broken on release, yeah. But even in its broken state, there was still so much good about it.
No, really. Have you ever snorted a ground-up Cazador venom sac? Neither have I. But I can guarantee you that a Freeside junkie has.
Well, I see then. Hi, Lynx. Cazador Venom Sac. That, Like, Bethesda can make all the excuses, but there shouldn't be an excuse on how you had all the time in the world, and then you still didn't figure out all the issues. Also, Starfield had me really scared for the next Fallout and Elder Scrolls game. I'm gonna be honest, 76 had me absolutely certain they weren't going to be able to do anything. And then Starfield was just kind of the, like, confirmation of all that. Mind you, my problems with Starfield are vast and complex in nature enough that it actually made, like, tearing that game apart a fascinating form of entertainment. Like, if you talk even about the story of Starfield, they had an option to do away with every form of essential NPC because of the... And I'm frankly not going to care about spoilers because really, who cares about spoilers for Starfield at this point? Every bit of the fact that, like, that game exists in what is technically a perpetual time loop at your service. I mean, don't get me wrong, Fallout 4, it's not perfect at all, but I still love it. I enjoy Fallout 4. I also feel like it's a sign of where everything in Bethesda was going. It's still a serviceable enough modding platform, I'll call it. Like I said, I'm still playing Fallout 4 as is off stream, just doing like achievements. Like there's something about it that I enjoy at least. You don't think about it much. I mean, I can think a lot about Fallout 4. But at the same time, it's easy for me to ignore everything happening in Fallout 4. Okay, so give me a second here. I'm going to start Googling some stuff. Fallout. Yeah, Faki New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. Arcade Ganon. Oh my god, fandom wiki. Fandom wiki. There it is. Like, Bethesda just loves purposely shooting themselves in the foot. There's a lot of reasons. All I am saying is that the next Elder Scroll game or Fallout don't look any different than Starfield or Fallout 4, then the company is over. Possibly. Like we've already seen with Microsoft that if you're a successful company, they will still destroy you. I will never forgive what they did. Be My Friend are having this conversation where Fallout 4 is a good game, but the definitions of wasted potential, don't get me started on that. Let's see. His approval. Okay, crashed vertibird southwest of Camp Searchlight. Doesn't increase until Arcade comments on it. Repcon headquarter. The fort. Okay, and what are the triggers to get him talking about it? The following conditions are met regardless of having. Okay. The specific point in the story that will trigger the quest varies based on. Okay, brain words, please stop. Following quests approves of the character at least 2 trust points. He will offer the follower the following quests among the things if do like have is. Part 5 is active. The player character reports back to Mr. House that the Brotherhood of Steel, blah, blah, blah. Not offer this quest in response to Legion. Okay, so basically he won't give this quest until a certain point in the actual story, but yeah. But apparently my brother told me the president of Tango had already left and already has a history. Yeah, the guy who set up Tango left of doing that, like with Resident Evil, but no one brings it up. Yeah, he left Tango Gameworks. It's a situation where he started with the outright intent to actually eventually leave the company. He basically was starting the company, was going to head a few projects and stuff like that, and then going to leave. And the moment he's gone, they shut down it. And then they have the audacity to sit there and go, yeah, we need more small teams who put out like award-winning games. And I'm just sitting there like everyone else on the planet going, oh my god, you are stupid. You are actually stupid. So let's see, the Repcon headquarter. Did I not have that marked somewhere? Oh, we actually do have it marked. Okay. Yeah, I really do. Like, that's one of those business decisions that occurs because the people in charge have no idea what they're doing. It's like I told somebody earlier today. It doesn't matter how much money these companies make, they're eventually going to collapse from their own internal, like, inefficiency and rot. Like, that's just straight up what's going to happen to them at this point. And frankly, they kind of deserve it. Let's be honest here. The only problem is what happens to all the stuff that, like, those companies own, because nothing good can come out of that, potentially. In the case of Hi-Fi Rush, yes, it was a good game, but good doesn't mean shit anymore. Yeah. Like, that game, they tried to fuck it over, let's be honest. They gave it no advertisement, and it still succeeded. It won awards, and they still shut down the company. It's just like, wow, really? Which, really pisses me off. Because I liked that company. Like, I wasn't a fan of the what was it? The Evil Within series, those two games. But I really liked Hi-Fi Rush and the other one they did. I can't remember the name, but it's like the Tokyo based one where you're like using magic and trying to stop like this guy from bringing the spirit world or whatever it was into reality. Ghostwire Tokyo, yeah. That was also a really good game. Can I just quickly get that? Yeah, okay. There's something I can do in there, but I don't feel like doing it because it requires you to drag a body. Like, I really like Ghostwire Tokyo, and I really liked Hi-Fi Rush. Like, Hi-Fi Rush, even as I was streaming it, I was saying that it was going to be, like, in my top, like, 10 of that year. And it was. Like, Hi-Fi Rush is such a good game, and it makes me sad because, like, they wanted to make DLCs and, like, expansion stuff for that game. Like, imagine a year ago, your own boss gives you praise about how successful your game is, and then a year later lays you off. Those are some lying sons of bitches. But it's not even, like, their bosses who made the decision. That's the insane part. This seems to have been even a higher up than the people that they would have had contact with. And that's the problem with these massive, like, corporations. The people who make this kind of decisions have literally no connection to anything that they're actually doing. At that point, I'd rather just not have the game if I knew it was going to happen. Ow, 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 what the fuck? Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait. Where is it? What the? There it is. Okay, I didn't, free money. Okay, so that was the first time that's happened in this stream. How long have I been going? 35 minutes. Oh my god, it literally is. I'm surprised you haven't figured out the hotkey button. You know, the worst part is I have literal thousands of hours in this game. It's not going to change anytime soon, I assure you. I can't use the hotkey button because my RB button doesn't work anymore. By the way, count it. Every 30 minutes, if I'm anywhere outside, every 30 minutes that happens. Like clockwork. One of the streams I did, I counted and I checked. It was literally every, like, 30-ish minutes they would show up. Same. Also, at least a good chunk of the guns in this game don't look as as ugly in Fallout 4. Butt-ass ugly in Fallout 4. Okay. I have severe beef with everything involving Fallout 4's gun system. Just... Ooh, the guns in Fallout 4. If I could reliably get replacement mods to work and be able to actually, like, get a mod that enables, like, what is it called? Achievements to work? The right-handed gun alone makes me question my... I would 100% not tolerate what happens in Fallout 4 gun-wise. I made a joke to some people once that whenever it comes to the guns in Fallout 4, you should just throw. Like, you should take the quote-unquote pipe pistols and stuff and throw them. And they should explode, because those things are just hand grenades. Those things are hand grenades, and I refuse to believe they're not. But yeah, this game, we get the M1 Garand, we get a Remington 12 gauge, we get a chainsaw. We get this, I believe it's a 1911. But yeah, at least they got the handmade rifle in Nuka World right, which actually looks like a better pipe weapon. It's even worse when you think they had it right in Fallout 3. They had it better in Fallout 3, yeah. As for those rifles in Nuka World, I can't get over what looks like the AK-47 with a shovel as its stock. 1 second. Apparently some of my hair got tangled again. There we go. Like, I saw that shovel handle, and actually, apparently that's Lorac. That's the problem. The AK-47 with a shovel handle for, like, the armrest thing. Like, the stock, it just... It hurts because I know that's realistic. We're a bunch of drugged up lunatics. I have seen IRL people bubba the shit out of some guns like that. It just hurts. Really bad.
I've read about Repcon. I think they did some work with the the government before the war. Rockets and some energy weapon prototypes, I think.
Okay. She never mentioned that, but okay. But at least that's accurate. Doesn't excuse why the gun triggers are on the opposite side of the gun.
Plasma rifles. They were
Yeah.
intended to replace the P-94 plasma caster. There was some corporate espionage going on between Poseidon Energy's Project Semele and whatever was going on here.
How do you know so much about this again? Make sure that's actually all the dialogue because my microphone is in the way.
Stop thinking so much. Thanks.
God damn it, man. Again, they had it right in Fallout 3. Fucked it up. Well, that's the kind of funny thing about these games, and I'm going to repeat the thing that pisses off some people, apparently, but it's still true.
Hello. Please remember Remember, visiting hours are from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Please show your badge or make your way out of the building.
Heck. It would really help if they had a centralized design document. Like, the games would be nowhere near as bad as they are if they had a centralized design document. My family became lizard people when the nukes dropped. They made me take my meds. Okay. Fascinating. First time chatter. Well, you've definitely made an entrance for yourself. So if I remember right, the downverted bird is somewhere off over there. But yeah, there's like, what is it, an hour or two long video about the guns in Starfield, and sometimes I just watch that because it's just so amazing to see how bad they really are. Also apparently, they did that because one of their co-workers was right-handed, and I'm just like, that's so... Oh, please tell me that's not true. Why does my Dr. Pepper taste like my grandmother's ashes?
What a shame.
Apparently it is, and I'm just like, wow. That sounds like something Bethesda would do, and that's the worst part. Oh.
Here we go.
I love not having to waste my own ammo. Oh, God. At this point, they're just excusing how lazy they are. That's the worst part. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily laziness or it's just that bad. Like, you would think the writing would be like an example of them being lazy. It apparently isn't. Like, Emil Pagriolillo gets real fucking upsetty when people make fun of his writing. Like, there's still that entire thing he did with a presentation and everything, where he acted like, what was the quote? Something like, players will take your great American novel and rip out the pages and make paper airplanes out of them. It is so insane. I lost all my morals when my fish got kidnapped at broad daylight when I was in Nevada. Question, are you sane, Bull? Good God. These robots don't have very good armor, apparently. Okay, that went off into the skies. Oh, good lord. It also messes with all the other games because every game up till Fallout 4 and 76, they were all placed correctly. Yeah. Did you say that you eat your dog meat? You say some strange things, sir, or madam. Strange things indeed. Have all the DLCs, yeah. Ooh, that's my health low. Currently I'm going through and just trying to get some levels and companion quests done. After that, I plan to either start Dead Money or The Big Empty. Whatever it's actually called. Okay, good, because this is one of the few games where that shit makes it 10 times better. It really does. I'm trying to decide if I want to, like, do them in order of, like, what I like or in a specific order. Well, hopefully you don't have the issue I had. Oh, what issue did you have? Oh yeah, hey, the
A
Tesla.
vertibird.
It's the
Interesting.
prototype.
It's been a long time since I've seen one of these.
What do you know about them?
What does anyone know about them? Big flying machines, right? Crazy helicopters. So weird.
The way he said that, I am surprised isn't a meme. This specifically for consoles, if you don't start Old World's Blues first, it will completely soft crash when you enter a room. Ah, right. Unless that was just a me problem. That's the problem. Like, this is running on a Bethesda engine. Some problems can be arcane and unknown and require you to specifically, like, just, you know, exist in certain states of existence, I guess is the way I want to word that, sure. So what did we get here? Oh, we have a destroyed shotgun. Okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, Arcane should know. But yeah, this is on PC. I just use a controller because I don't want hands hurt. Also, that was two
What's up?
things. We did some quests. We can't actually get his quest until later, so
Oh, I thought my charm could win you over, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. You sure you want me to go?
yeah, go through the Lucky 38.
Back to the tomb, I suppose. If you need me, etc.
Johnny. Yeah, I did everything order because I'm like that from Dead Money and Honest Hearts. But where I got Old World Blues, every time I entered a certain room that I had to go through to progress the quest, it would just keep soft crashing. Weird. That might be a very specific thing to the console. I've never had that issue. I'm gonna try this. Okay, so next up on our list, we're going to go pick up Veronica. Which I'll need to actually look up, because, once again, I don't actually remember the companion quests and what they specifically need. There's a lot of things over here. Ah, there's something. Okay. Okay. Oh my god! Ow. This thing is probably great for somebody with the skill to use it. And I'm out of ammo! Apparently my friend told me you have to start Old World Blues first, especially if you don't have the power of mods. But hopefully that doesn't happen to you, because losing all the progress is not fun. It probably won't happen, and if it does, I know ways around everything. And whenever I mean no ways around everything, I mean I pretty much know how to get around anything. Like, I actually know a lot about this game in terms of glitches. Alright. We played with the weird weapon. Let's go to the I never actually even unlocked the highway place. Huh. That's funny. Well, yeah, that's not a shock given everything. What's over here that apparently... No, I don't want to shoot Edie. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we're just gonna... I can't believe I never actually went to the 188 stop. Is that it? Oh, there's some bugs we can kill over here. The flamethrower ants. I'm almost to the point where I kind of believe the theories that Bethesda was sabotaging this game. They were. Like, 100% they were sabotaging this game. They were sabotaging the game because they wanted to buy the studio, and then it turned out to be, like, a massive success and better than anything they, like, ever made for the series, and that, like, really pissed them off. If it wasn't already obvious with this barely year of development time, yeah. It's still a miracle how well this game turned out. There we go. What did we get? Was it the exterminator? No, it was shoot 'em again. I want to live in the timeline where this game got finished properly. Yeah. I want to live in the timeline where Bethesda didn't go down a bad road. Of, like, normieizing all their games. Ping! Because Daggerfall and Morrowind are amazing games. And we honestly need more RPGs along that line. I mean, it's clear Bethesda has talent, but they don't do anything with it. Yeah. They have talent on their team. That could be utilized if they had a proper centralized design document. I will never let that go. Emil Pagriolillo should not be a team lead on anything. Yeah, if they need a different engine too. Like, they keep going, oh no, it's a different engine. No, it's not. It's literally the creation engine, but with some more stuff duct taped onto it. And even worse for wear from it. It's honestly shocking. Okay, quickly, let's start looking up some stuff. It was outdated even before Oblivion. I want to see a timeline where they went even harder with the stuff they did for Oblivion. Let's see. Wow, did I literally just forget her name as soon as I went to type it? Oh my god, I did. Even though Oblivion is a masterpiece for all the wrong reasons, there's actually some really cool stuff to Oblivion beyond, like, the janky fun. Like, some of the writing in Oblivion for some of the more esoteric stuff is actually pretty interesting. Unfortunately, stuff that people do praise kind of sucks. I don't care what people say, the Dark Brotherhood questline is actually kind of stupid. Also, apparently that lead writer did Far Harbor, which is interesting. Yeah.
Hey.
Veronica's your name. Yes, that's it. Veronica. Veronica. Okay, let's see. Now, what is your things here? Where is her quests? She has multiple, if I remember right. Load the page. El Page Lodo does not exist. One of the best. So let's see. We're going to do some terrible, terrible things to this poor, poor person's, like, existence, by the way. What? Oh yeah, there's a Magic the Gathering crossover with Fallout, and I just... Ugh. Yeah, there's a Fallout crossover with Magic the Gathering. Maybe. All I know is that everybody I know who plays Magic the Gathering says it's one of the worst sets ever in terms of actual playability. Alright, let's see him. By Veronica saying things around the Mojave that question that. Ba 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 ba. Okay, note. If she does not initiate the listed conversations, it may be initiated if the player character talks to her and waits 30 seconds or so. Okay. 9 triggers. Alright, so we need to just kind of take her on like a little tour. And there's something else we can do to possibly make her more friendly. You know, besides hit on her.
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
The grave.
Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
What an amazing conversation. I think she was one of my earliest video game crushes. Veronica's actually a very nice character. Which makes it kind of sad. But yeah, that's one of the things I love about Fallout New Vegas is everything is connected, and that even includes the DLCs. The fact that the DLCs were hinted at by things, and people would talk about characters in the DLCs before you actually go and do them, really, really makes it way better too. Like, before I did the first DLC, the one where you go to Zion, I went and talked to people and listened to what they had to say about Joshua Graham.
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family, whatever they need.
So you just leave your family in the bunker?
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story.
That's why I think at
So
least the
listen,
DLCs feel
can I ask you
properly
something on a
finished.
level?
Yeah. Like, once the game was super successful, that's whenever they were at least allowed to make the DLCs. And the DLCs really are, in some senses, them going back and fixing up some things too. Go ahead.
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
So there's a really funny option here if you have low intelligence where you can say, yeah, they shoot lasers from their eyes. I mean, heck, Ulysses alone was meant to be a companion in the base game. Yeah. Yeah, low intelligence runs in old Fallout games or God tier, they really were. Like, I really love the fact that I believe it's in Fallout 1. You can initiate conversations with people, and they will get so annoyed that you're basically a drooling simpleton. The Master has some especially funny dialogue and context. They're usually harmless unless you have advanced technology around them.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
You're literally wearing a power fish. Power fish? Power fist. There's one even for Arcade Ganon, where if you're so dumb, he'll come with you because he feels bad. Yeah, I know. The ones you can have at the solar power plant are also pretty good. There's one if you are low intelligence and go to the New Vegas clinic, they'll give you a discount for an intelligence boosting chip thing, which is also really funny. I'm just kind of drifting from place to place.
Just wherever the wind takes you, huh? I like that. Keeps things interesting. I'll be honest, you're the first person I've run across out here that looks like she can really handle herself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together, help each other out.
Yeah, sure, Veronica.
Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world, looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Like, he becomes hyper eloquent and be like, "Good day, my friend. How are you? I hope you have a wonderful time of day." Just stuff like that.
Like I said, they can handle themselves. And I'm not the only one getting supplies for them. It's a big family. Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies.
Yeah, you
Still
have.
okay bringing me along?
Sure. No, you've had some training.
I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand.
But I could see why they didn't do that with a voice protagonist. As the worst base companion perk, yeah.
Let's hit the road, huh?
Okay, I will counter that. Low intelligence in Fallout 4 would be even funnier because they would have their god-awful writing. Like, seriously, one of the worst playthroughs I ever did of Fallout 4 was sarcasm. Because, oh my god, the sarcasm was terrible. Like, physically painful sarcasm. Hello. A heavy trooper, that is rare to see. I'd say terrible that it's good. I wouldn't. There's some dialogue sarcasm in that made me physically recoil. What the fucking... All my years of playing this game, I've never seen them just wandering. Yeah. I have odd effects on certain things, as you will eventually see, eventually. Hello, what are you? You're a mercenary.
Hey there.
You
Need
sell
anything?
thingy. Yes, sell me thingies.
Sure. Here's what I've got.
You wouldn't happen to have anything particular that I desire, do you? Or alloy frame. Hello, Mario. Shit, I wish I had had mods just to fix the problems. Wait, am I carrying around a Dinky the Dino toy? I didn't realize I was doing that. Oh yeah, I still have Caesar's armor on me too. Sell that. Super sledge. What am I not using? 44s I think I can sell. 10 millimeters. 20 gauges. 5 millimeter missiles. Yeah, I wasn't joking. I pinned his head to a flag. That wasn't a joke. That's basically the thing I had to do to get Boone's Quest, because I'd accidentally done a bunch of stuff before I thought about it. But yeah, me and Boone went into the camp, shot everybody, because I needed to go there anyways. Because of the Mr. House storyline, which is basically what we're going through. Okay, real quickly, I'm just going to check to see what locations I can just take her to. At least you cured his brain tumor. Yeah, I used a spear. Casa Madrid Apartments, Vault 3, Nelson Cottonwood Cove and the Fort, Camp McCarran Terminal Building, Camp McCarran Terminal Building. Okay, there are two. Just inside the building and... Okay, that's different. Nellis Air Force Base, Old Mormon Fort, Repcom Test Site, and the Silver Rush. Alright. Some events may force the quest to start at a later stage, even if you have 3 of the triggers above. Even if 3 of the above triggers have not happened. Hidden Valley. Okay. Right. So, Camp McCarran, Nelson... Casa Madrid, Old Mormon Fort. Okay. This also makes me sad that Matthew Perry passed. So I have a mild problem remembering certain people's and who they are. Matthew Perry is which person again? He voiced Vinny. Oh, okay, yeah. That's sad. And where is what I'm looking for again? Camp McCarran. He was also Chandler from Friends. Oh. Sorry, that just like is a weird connection in my brain that took a second to process. That's insane. Huh. I really didn't know that. Chandler the one who put the chicken on his head? It's like the only thing I remember from Friends outright. Yeah, apparently he really liked playing Fallout 3 and would love to do a voice in the game, and then Obsidian was like, hey, you want to make that dream come true? That's real cool. I did not actually know that.
There's a lot more troops here than we thought. No wonder we couldn't hold Helios 1. You can't help but notice that the Brotherhood barely exists to these people out here. We're like an urban myth, no real presence on the outside. We just don't adapt like we should. Used to be that all you needed to get your way was a suit of power armor and a laser rifle. Now, people are armed and organized. They're not afraid. But we still stick to our old approach because it's all we know.
Dying in a hot tub is probably like one of the nicer places to die, I guess. If it worked for this long, there must be something redeemable about their beliefs. The Brotherhood is living in the past. Eventually they will have to change. the show is canon, apparently. Oof.
I think you're right. We're getting desperate. Hardly enough people to sustain ourselves as a chapter. They'll see the light, sooner or later. But I get the feeling if I don't take matters into my own hands, the change won't come in time to make a difference.
Oh, that line hits different. We're going to promote this guy because he's a violent sociopathic idiot until he's the leader of the faction in this area. If it's not clear, I have a deep and absolute hatred for the Fallout show. We're looking for something in particular.
Hey, thanks for getting Bill Ronte fixed up. I was really getting sick of paying for water. Now, what can I do for you?
Show me what you got.
Take a gander.
There's a reason I wanted to play this. That's kind of one of those reasons. You don't have what I'm looking for. I'm kind of the opposite. But we can all agree at least it tried compared to the Halo show. The Halo show, that's one of those situations I don't know what to think of, because I don't know too much beyond the little bit I've seen from other people of the Halo show, and the Halo show just confuses me for its mere existence and the lack of utter shit given to anything. Like, I know Halo itself has been a garbage fire for, well, for multiple games at this point, I think, but still, it's confusing. I'm trying to think about where I'm going to find something. Because I want to be nice to Veronica. You know, given the fact that I'm going to murder everything she ever loves or cared about. Are you a merchant?
Hey there. Need anything?
Yeah.
Sure. Here's what I got.
That's all you got? Holy hell, I'll take these for free, but Jesus, man, you are destitute. Holy shit. Seriously, like, what the fuck is with the Halo show, though? But there's a peaceful option? Wait, there's a peaceful option? Not in the route I'm going for. There is not a peaceful route.
Welcome back.
With Mr. House.
Okay, I admit it. They've been collecting dust since before I got here. You can have them dirt cheap. Sure thing.
I'd already bought the key. That was a pointless dialogue option. You don't... What? Where? Where am I going to find thing? Empty. Literally nothing in here, is there? Wait, here? Okay.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you? Aw, you shouldn't have. It's just my taste. Thank you.
I don't think that counted. I think we have to specifically find a dress to give her. Even though I think that technically becomes a dress if worn by a female character. Oh yeah, this doctor. This doctor's funny.
What can I do for you?
I don't need anything right now from her, but she has some funny dialogue. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you hand her an actual dress, it should trigger a dialogue where she gets super excited about it, but I don't think that counted as a dress in game. I think if we go here, she has a dialogue, I think. I forget. Oh my god, they're back. I swear I did. Like, hell, I gave her the dress from Dead Money. Yeah, that might be what I do. We'll see. Also, I need to get my helmet repaired. But yeah, it has to very specifically be a dress, I think. Not just like anything that becomes a dress. It's weird programming problems. God, I love chainsaws. Also, the fact that these things are back should not have happened. What the... Veronica? Where'd the audio for this stuff go? Where'd Veronica go? The game might crash. The game might crash. Something weird is happening. I've always had problems whenever I go to this place. Fallout Crash Edition. Yeah, okay, it's busted. Oh, there it is. There's the crash. Okay, then. Just give me my mouse back. I can't do anything without that. Come on. It shows to still be loading for you, but I guarantee you it is frozen on my end. What? Wait, why is there 2 Fallout New Vegas now? What is happening? 1 second. It has completely taken my mouse hostage. I cannot use my mouse. 1 second. There we go. There we go. My mouse back. There it is. I have never had something break like that before. No, don't full screen the launcher. What the hell? Oh, that is curious. Okay, we have sound now. Veronica is... Yeah, you have to go out of this place as soon as you can.
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves.
Veronica! Actually, maybe it's the companion, because whenever I had Boone with me, it did the same thing. She's like, open the door. Okay, that didn't... That's apparently not even one of the places. Good to know. It was the Old Mormon Fort. I remember that much was one of the places.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
What? Can you tell the king to stop giving me nuts? I'm not sure what the implication here is, and I don't like it. Where is he? Ooh! The king is low-key trying to make a D's nuts joke. Well, he can suck on. For all I fucking care.
It looks like the Legion and NCR are getting ready for a fight. I hope that it doesn't end badly for us.
That chip of yours? I wouldn't wager it on blackjack. Unless the dealer has a 5 or 6 showing.
What? What, Veronica? So she should have some sort of dialogue
I sincerely
here.
hope the NCR are getting supplies in place to defend against an attack, because it looks like the Legion has plans for the dam again.
Obviously. What do I got? Radaway? Yeah, here, 3. Need to remember that. There we go, idolized. You have any dialogue yet?
Hope you're picking the winning side here. Be nice to fight for someone who's gonna be around for a while.
I feel really bad. I feel really bad. Like, there is no peaceful resolution between Mr. House and the, like, people she's from. Brotherhood is Steel, that's it. This is also how I get into Brotherhood, and I didn't even know there was another option at the time. Yeah. Give me a second. I'm checking some of these locations. Nelson. Okay. The trigger is Julia Farkas's line, "Are you here to drop off medical supplies?" which only happens the first time the character meets her. Veronica's oh. Okay, so Repcon was one, but only with Jason Bright's line. Silver Rush. Nelson. Stays for 30 seconds or so. The trigger areas are the large square, larger than each what? Vault 3 and... Okay. So he may have to actually take her. Right, okay. Never mind then. This is also... yeah, read that. Also, what is with...
It looks like you took care of our short-term supply issues. In thanks, you can have a discount on medical services with me. Also, I would like to extend an invitation to join the followers of the Apocalypse. Your work here in the old Mormon fort has been invaluable, and I can't think of a more worthy recruit. Will you join us?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Excellent. The followers' mission will be better served with someone like yourself traveling around the Mojave. As a representative of the followers, I present you with your very own lab coat. Wear it well, and may it aid our cause. Also, before I forget, here's a key to a safe house you can use to rest if you happen to be in the area. I'll just mark it on your map.
Not gonna lie, I'm more interested in the safe house than anything else. Also, what is with these three? Oh, these are the people I rescued.
Camp got razed to the ground.
Why do they just stand here in the middle of the courtyard all the time, then? It's kind of weird. So we're just gonna kind of take her back down to that location. Actually, that's a lie. It's north. We're going to take her north to that location. Oh boy. Also, I need to do something about the powder gangers eventually. And do something about means just kill every single one of them for merely existing, but, you know. There's basically no other option other than to kill them at this point. Not that I'd take any of the other ones. Have I? I literally never came here at the beginning of the game, huh? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah? Do it! But yeah, part of the thing I'll be doing is wiping those people out. But yeah, there is multiple ways to actually get into the bunker. Took some effort to not say bunker. I've never even played Bugsnax, but for some reason Bunger has just been stuck in my head ever since I first heard it. Like, watching people play through that, and just hearing Bunger, 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 just...
Trouble.
Yeah. Oh, you mean them. This thing actually has some decent range whenever you actually, you know, have the skill to use it. It's like the only game that actually understands how shotguns work on some level, then. I feel like the powder gangers out of all the faction are really the most underbaked. I mean, there's more to them than you would think, but what more can there really be other than, like, what there is with them? I guess you could do more with them, yeah. Ultimately, though, they're not a lot of anything to talk about. Like, the fact that they're more than just, like, in this place is kind of more than they really ever had any right to be. Look at the doggos. Look at them doggos over there. Yeah, doggos. Anyways. I need to repair my helmet. I want to get this place discovered first, though, before I come back. But yeah, I think what my plan here will be is to do Veronica's kind of quest stuff, at least get it started. And then maybe start Dead Money. Hello. I bring retribution. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a hit. Hello. It's funny he attacks you every time, even though he's neutral. But when you go inside, everyone's like, hey, just don't cause any trouble. Yeah.
Maybe you ought to worry about the guys trying to kill you first.
Pardon? This really isn't a good time for cardio, man.
Still looking.
Yeah.
Hello. Didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place. Not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story?
Do you not see the pile of bodies I have left about you, good sir?
Watch yourself out there.
Yeah. Yeah. You know how I mentioned weird stuff just kind of happens around me sometimes? Yeah. Look. There somewhere. There's just something undeniably funny whenever stuff gets just a slight bit jank. That can't smell good. This is funny either way. I don't know what, like, was happening there. Something was set as, like, an aggro, but I don't know what. No, not Veronica game. I'm not shooting my friend. The fuck are you hiding? Get your ass out here and die. There's the ladder? Staircase. Stair ladder case.
Anybody there? What was that for?
What was that for, he asked. Wait. What? What's happening? Thank goodness the companion system is not as annoying as Fallout 4. Yeah. Veronica? Veronica, why are you so fast? Oh, I see. Do you like the sight of your own blood?
What have you done? You like that?
What have you done? Just punching noises. The way that dude flipped over the bed. Oh my lord. This game is a masterpiece when we say. Just, I wasn't expecting to be this to be this funny, to be honest. Like, I know we were ridiculously, like, a higher level than this situation, but... By the way... Don't worry about this. That one's missing. When you realize that probably what the one charm about a Bethesda game is actually the bugs, their area design can be decent. Oh, Lord help me. Ah. Come on. Satnya. Yeah, I've heard some people say they like Bethesda's location more than New Vegas. I wouldn't go that far, but Bethesda can design some pretty good areas. Lying Congress style. Is that useless to me? Yes, it is. But, like, I did an entire, like, thing with, Fallout Frost. Like, the Fallout 4 mod Frost. And the areas really do have, like, good to them. Frost also does indicate some of the massive problems the game has in other ways. I wasn't even looking. I shouldn't try to lockpick things if I'm not going to even look at them while I do that. Herder. I love how it's like you're losing karma for stealing from the psycho gunpowder using lunatics. But yeah, like... There is problems with Fallout 4's stuff, we'll say. Combat-wise. Like, gunplay's better. Melee, way worse. The melee is way worse in Fallout 4. Damn it. There we go. Alright. So, I've killed your neighbors. How do you feel?
What's up?
Really hoped you'd have a line there for whatever reason. Alright. I need to travel here. This is the best place to get repairs. But if we're talking about writing, it's not even a comparison. Yeah. There's a lot of things with way better writing than Fallout 4.
Hey there, need anything?
You got any supplies actually on you, or are you currently, like, broke? I've still yet to find a goddamn katana. I don't even necessarily need one. But I am a massive weeb. Literally everything else. Yeah. I'd love to agree with that statement, but I played some games that had some just awful writing. Like, I wouldn't say Bethesda's even the worst at writing because it's a hard competition. MedX will keep a hold of. Yeah, trust me, I'd rather play Fallout 4 any day than some games. Yeah. With Fallout 4, it is at least easy enough to ignore a bunch of stuff and go build shacks, much to somebody's displeasure. Emil Pagriello, I wouldn't rip out pages from your goddamn great American novel, quote unquote, if you wrote a good fucking story. But again, main story with Fallout 4 garbage. It is hilariously bad. I like the fact that the game, for the longest time, would soft lock if you just walk in and shoot father.
Been doing a lot of good work out there, setting an example for the others. I know Ranger Jackson appreciates it.
Yeah. Can you repair some
All right,
shit for
there.
me? I'm sorry, how much does it need? 5,000 caps, you say? Heck. Dang it, even. Shit.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Though I like Fallout 4 more than Fallout 3, even though Fallout 3 has a special place in my heart. Yeah, personally, I probably like Fallout 4 better than 3. So Nelson. Oh yeah, there's still
Ordinary
the...
guys with knives and bullets, and they're taking over Nevada. You know, I've been thinking. The real problem with the Brotherhood is that we isolate ourselves. Our training is top-notch, our technology gives us an advantage, but when it all comes down to it, we're losing because we shun the outside world. We always make enemies, never allies. We refuse to recruit outsiders or see the value in their simpler technologies.
The fact that parts of armor, of the power armor in Fallout 4 break, though, kind of annoys the shit out of me, but yeah, the idea behind it is pretty decent, honestly. Though fusion cores running out like they do also kind of bothers me from several perspectives. Let's see. None of that's going to change as part of the Brotherhood's identity. Why don't you do something about it?
I don't know. I'm still thinking about what kind of role we could take on that would give us the best chance of survival. But I think things are starting to come together. I know the odds aren't good, but I gotta try. I can't lose them.
Yeah, really. It's just straight up, why? Why do they do that? Hello, Dugu. Is this trespassing, really? I don't know even what I'm looking for, actually. I do like the companions, even though some of them are one note. Most of them are one note. Some of them are okay. The funny thing is, I tend to have less of a problem with Preston than, like, most people do. I don't find him as annoying as most people do, weirdly. Then again, I use those quests to grind experience in that game, so, you know. He's pretty decent. Like, it is kind of funny that he puts you in charge immediately, but at the same time, it is kind of, like, neat that there's actually a companion who knows he can't actually lead. Like, the main thing is he shouldn't be as trusting, even though you save his ass. He's a little too trusting. Like, if he like... I think what I would do as just, like, a quick change is not have him, like, declare you as the, like, leader until the fort. If he declares you leader at the actual, like, fort... I think that actually would be, you know, more reasonable. Trying to decide real quickly what I'm going to do here. Can I go here again, get dialogue with her?
Another kill to my name.
Ow. I don't know why I necessarily came here. Settlement building is probably the other best thing about Fallout 4, and I hope it makes a return. Maybe even in the Automatron one. So, given the way that Emil Pagriolillo talks about that, and how it was treated in Starfield, I don't think it's going to return, because I genuinely think Emil hates the fact that people like the building of stuff more than his story. Like I said, he literally, during one of his talks, called out the fact that people will just build shacks and ignore his story, and he was genuinely butthurt about it. So it's one of those things where I think we won't be seeing it like in anywhere near the capacity it was in Fallout 4. We'll probably see an even more dumbed down, less fun version from like we did in Starfield. All I heard was womp womp. Oh.
What's up?
There's nothing to say here, do you? You're a traitor, aren't you?
They say those robots on the strip are running around with different faces or something. Don't ask, because I don't know.
Bruh. What the fuck you doing here? Like how shitty and unfun of a person you gotta be. Yeah, really. No joke. Man is absolutely fucking ass blasted about it, and he's going to make the... Like, I swear to you, that's the reason the way it is that he was genuinely upset about it whenever it comes to Starfield. Where am I looking again? I am weirdly just all over the place. Also, I like how you wiped out the Legion and that woman is still walking. Yeah, the woman's still walking and those kids are still just running back and forth for some reason. Why am I don't need to go in there. I'm having just the weirdest amount of, like, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I think that coffee I drunk has worn off a little quicker. I don't think I drank enough of it. Like... Little did we know that woman was actually just doing a workout routine. Like, she's not actually being forced to do that. She just wants to do it. Also, God forbid that your story fucking sucks. Yeah, like, if he wrote a good story, people would praise it. The dude did not write a good story. Good God, Edie. You took that man's head off. Which is shocking because apparently the Far Harbor story was his and it was good. There's a lot of problems with the Far Harbor story, but it's still better, yeah. It's weird. It's hard to tell with that guy because there's stuff that is about him that, like, it's clear he's upset that people like one thing more than the other. Also, by the way, that talk he did that I keep referencing, it is a fucking wild ride to watch. Like, it has some of the funniest lines I think I've ever heard spoken seriously by somebody who's supposed to be an actual, like, professional in charge of things. So you're telling me when there were two specific DLCs specifically for base building, he was probably just fucking pissed? Yeah. Like, he referred to people building shacks as people tearing the pages out of his great American novel and turning them into airplanes and throwing them around the room. He was clearly not happy that people would rather build shacks than, like, go through his story. Which is what makes it weird. By the way, there's supposed to be a sandstorm going right now. Jesus Christ. I don't know where it is. How did I hit that? I was aiming nowhere near that thing. Give Todd Howard credit, at least he looks likable and appreciable. Is its name Darude Sandster? Holy shit, I summoned a sandstorm! Oh my god! Please tell me the mic picked up me doing Darude Sandstorm, like, just very quietly. But it's crazy to think Starfield has a really good ship customization, but ships are pointless in the... Okay. Here's the problem with the ship customization in that game. That ship customization is not good because you can't put the doors where you need it to be. And the fact that, like, you don't actually get to customize anything appearance-wise or see what any of it looks like before it's done. I don't remember which is the correct blinker. This one's just like, if you pick it, there's nothing inside. But free experience, so you know. Oh yeah, there's some ammo, that's right. Wait, don't you two come through this door and get me stuck in there, you... One of them has a free mini nuke in them. I did not actually know that one. How did these two die? Just... I assume the roof fell in on them. That's wild. What was I... Oh yeah, I didn't even finish one of the things I was saying. So, one of the funny things that Emil Pagriello, during his talk, said was something along these lines. Whenever he was talking about his writing process, he talked about, like, it was Write What You Know was the topic he was on. And he started talking about, what was it? How he wrote the Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion. So he started talking about like, well, I don't know what about being an assassin or anything about that, but you know what I do know? The Catholic Church. And it's just like it was delivered like a punchline to a joke whenever he was being serious. And that's just the kind of things he'll say in that talk, and it's bizarrely funny.
Hey.
I think I remember that. Yeah, it's just genuinely so bizarre. Is this the correct one? I think it is. Like, how can you be funny in person, but whenever it comes to writing a game, you're fucking horrible? Well, that talk shows why he's horrible at writing. Everything he says is funny because it's so bizarre. It's not this one. Also, people who bitch about people liking their games are just not your gamers. I'm sorry. Ah, there it is. There's a stim. Ah, there's the mini nuke. Oh, there are two. Huh. Wow. Okay, but yeah, not this one apparently. I think this is the one the Ranger actually sets up in, I think, maybe? Hey, Veronica, you could tell me which one of these. Save me some time here. What did I get? And they deliberately won't admit Fallout New Vegas is a better game. And they had less time, yeah. Why did it suddenly get brighter? I will admit this game's gunplay is kind of bad. Okay. Hello, Sky. Perfectly visible, apparently. The nukes dropped on 2077. That's the only thing Fallout 4 wins at half of the time is gameplay. Moment-to-moment gameplay for guns, yeah. I would... With RPGs, I'd count, like, the stat stuff and all that as part of the gameplay, too. Basically, yeah. One of the only reasons I think Fallout 4 even had base building is because it was one of the more popular mods for New Vegas was a base building mod. Like, no joke, that seems to be one of the reasons was that there was a base building mod for Fallout New Vegas. But at least Fallout New Vegas had a button to switch ammos and not a workbench. Yeah.
Hold on, I've got this.
Oh, cool.
I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
Like, it's so frustrating because I love Bethesda games, but man, they just love to disappoint. Like I said, if they actually had a centralized design document, it would probably fix a lot of problems, but Emil Pagriello refuses to use them. And it's insane.
Listen
Hello.
up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around.
Okay.
But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the second level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
Well, here's the problem. Emil isn't just the lead writer. He's the team lead of the games. Like, he's the guy who's, like, in charge outside of Todd. And that's one of the other major problems. You are not who I expected to see. I'm starting to realize that the people who owned Bethesda before weren't all that bad. Then again, Microsoft's not doing any better. Yeah. Microsoft won't do any better. This is the thing. ZeniMax was pretty stupid. Microsoft will honestly probably be worse. Like, just straight up, they will probably be worse in the long run. I think I figured that out when they shut down Tango and Austin Arcane. Yeah. Poor Arcane. They didn't want to make Redfall. They were required to make Redfall. That's the sad thing about it. Hello, Elder McNamara.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
All right.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
Even after being bought by Microsoft, they had a chance to cancel it, but no, didn't even give them a second chance. And here I am wanting 343 to be shut down for a long time after the shitty Halo games, but no. Yeah, that's the wild thing. Also, I will say this. What has happened with Halo itself has been such a disappointment. Let's just say this. I would much prefer that the marathon connections have been made the main thing. Because, God, marathon. The fact they announced a new marathon and it's a multiplayer extraction shooter. Just why? Why? Like, marathon itself needs to be a single player thing and needs to be in the hands of some really insane people to actually make it decent. But Bungie is basically gutted and nothing like what it was before anyway, so hey. Have you noticed when the original developers for most of Microsoft games have left and they've been worse ever since? Yeah. Bungie being owned by Sony is in general is wild. Yeah, and they did that purely out of spite. And watch 5-10 years from now, Bungie's not going to exist. It'll be a long forgotten memory. Then again, half these companies may be completely gone in 5 or 10 years. The entirety of the human race might be gone in 5 or 10 years for all we know, so I'll begin immediately.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
By the way, if you want an absolute trip, look into the entire story of what Marathon was, the connected games to Marathon, and then all the connections that the original Halo had to it.
You're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
But apparently Bungie, they didn't want to make more Halo games after a certain point anyways. Yeah, sounds about right. Crazy. Not like it matters anymore. Yeah. Which is insane because there's a new Marathon being made, like I said, that is probably going to be itself a massive disappointment. Sure, go ahead, head paladin, hard head with a comb over. And just the funniest looking combination of no chin and nose I've seen in a while.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
What about Veronica? She seems to come and go as she pleases.
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well. And all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him.
Isn't Sony the same people that almost ruined Helldivers, a perfectly fine, wonderful game just 2 weeks ago? Yeah, because they wanted to force PSN accounts on people on PC, and that would have made the game literally unplayable to a shocking number of countries where PSN is not allowed or even available. Apparently these companies don't like money when they keep doing stupid shit. Yeah, it's weird that they choose to do this stuff. But it's all decisions made by people who are completely disconnected, just to bring it back to, like, conversations from hours ago. Have you tried bringing this up with the Elder yourself?
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
So there's that. I saw EA wants to integrate ads into more games. Yeah, it's once again, they're trying to put ads in games. And I say once again, because this isn't even new. They've done this before. And got utterly slapped for it. Then again, EA keeps doing stuff that they end up getting slapped either by, like, the entire industry as a whole or the governments. Like, remember, EA basically started the problem with loot boxes.
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any 2 others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership.
Like, sure, if they did it in a cool, creative way where the playable characters are like, wow, look at this crazy thing, sure, but they're not that cool and they're just going to be pop-ups. I will go a step further. I think it's absolutely insane that they'd want to put like ads in at all that weren't already things done, like, you know, there are already games that they have that have ads in them. It's called their sports games, where there's real companies and stuff on billboards and other things. That's already ads in games, but we know exactly what they're going to do. In a game that you already spend $70 on, by the way, yeah, they're already wanting to up that price again to like 80 to 100. Not joking. There's already been people who have been actively in the industry saying they need to make games $80 to $100. And they'll still include all the trashy micro like transactions and all that stuff too. By the way, extra credits. No, games are not the cheapest they've ever been to buy. Go screw yourself, you bunch of corporate whores. How do you propose to do that?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
Yeah, I'll see.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
Okay. Oh yeah, first quadruple A game in existence, and it was a massive fucking flop. That is worse than the game they did like 10 years ago. Seriously, Skull and Bones? How the hell did you make a pirate game 10 years ago that's better than the one you made recently? Like, what the hell? Also, the move for games to be live services. You know, those things that they will shut down in like 2 or 3 years to start with. 90% of the time. I am 100% in, like, favor of, like, that, one guy's campaign. What was it? Stop Killing Games, or whatever he called it. Like, I don't mind live service when they're done right, but that's few and far between. The problem with live service is that they kill the games. Like, you're basically not buying a game. You're buying a license to be able to access something that will be shut down in the future. Which should not be the case 99% of the time. Like, they're not even MMOs. There's no reason they can't have, like, an offline single-player aspect to them. There's a reason why indie games are carrying this generation. Yeah. Indie games in the AA studios, like small teams, are 100% carrying it. And we're seeing, like, successes that go insane, like, to insane levels. Stardew Valley, and as much as I don't like bringing up the game because of its fan base, Undertale, both of those games made insane amounts of money and are basically solo dev projects. Hell, even on, like, a lesser level than those, Fear and Hunger. Fear and Hunger has basically been, like, one of the indie hits for, like, horror.
How may I serve you, mistress?
Pal Worlds is the Pokemon game that Game Freak won't give us. It's really funny with Pal World because, like, the Pokemon fans who went absolutely ape shit and trying to find ways to like hate on that game is especially funny. It's just like generic mugs. The amount of nonsense that was made up about Palworld is particularly itself funny. Then you have Nintendo that didn't even go after it, which is un-Nintendo. Well, Nintendo knows what they can actually do and go after. Nintendo knows for a fact they could not go after that company by any stretch of the imagination. Like, Nintendo, for as scummy as they can be, isn't stupid, like most companies are. Whenever Nintendo actually goes after something, it's because they have a solid, like, legal basis to go after it. Why is it immoral to pick this? What? Also, you know why what I find shitty is Nintendo makes some of the most anti-consumer things ever, but for some reason they still make good games here and there. Yeah. Like, that's kind of the thing with Nintendo. Their creators actually seem to actually want to create shit. Like, for all their anti-consumer practices, they still have people who genuinely want to make the thing they're working on, and Nintendo allows them to make said things.
How may I serve you, mistress?
We're gonna have to go through there.
Welcome to Repcon headquarters, Rocketeer. Come all this way to see our little facility, have you? I'm here to answer any and all questions you may have, within specified parameters. And if you'd like, I can provide a tour of our museum. Excellent, excellent. Please be patient. The tour will begin in just a moment.
Oh yeah, you cannot say that for any of those companies.
Courtesy of the fine folks at Robco, I'll be your guide today.
Which, ooh, Activision Blizzard upsets me the most for just entirely personal reasons. I really, really liked World of Warcraft whenever I played it. It's too bad what they did with it. Though I will admit that Dead Space remake was fucking awesome. Yeah, I keep hearing that. Unfortunately, it crashed my computer every time I tried to play it, so I never found out. It's kind of funny that their game was better than the actual, like, thing that one team made.
They may look safe to drink, but your stomach is the last place they should be. Why the difference in cylinder size? Refining our production methods has resulted in higher yields of fuel over time. That's why.
Original developers, by the way, yeah. That's what made it wilder. Like, the original devs couldn't even make a game that was anywhere close to their original game.
Perfectly safe. On my left is an example of a
And I think that's partially why it apparently Dead Space's remake was so good. Is purely potentially spite. But that's just me being me and assuming things. I just find it funny that these companies won't let them make more games, and all of them have to go make their own companies just to make spiritual successors. Yeah. You know what was a good, like, remake? The System Shock remake is actually pretty good. I really like the System Shock remake.
Now these colorful fellows behind me are Repcon's earliest experiments in flight. Feel free to read the plaques and learn, Rocketeers.
Apparently on consoles right now it has having issues, but I heard good things. Yeah, that sounds about right. PC, so I wouldn't know anything about how that was going, but yeah.
Donation from Robco, this next exhibit showcases the wondrous world of robots. Around you are the incredible iBot, the fearsome SentryBot, and the always helpful Mr. Handy. That helpfulness runs through our whole line.
I know apparently some of the dialogue and stuff was kind of bad in the remake, but specifically voice acting wise.
This model of our solar system is a small example of where the partnership between Rockco and
Wait, I need to check something.
see those little rockets zipping about? They are manned
2, 3, 4, 5.
to mine on planets beyond our own.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Any further questions? Please feel free to ask.
I need to count this. Just leave me here. I have trouble though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Pluto still on this? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is Pluto still a thing? There's Pluto. I don't know. Them giving Isaac a voice in the first one, because in the other games he spoke, they did pretty well, actually. Yeah, people say that that's, like, decent. Which, everything I saw wasn't, like, a problem. And the voice actor for Isaac himself seems to have done really well. My only hot take whenever it comes to Dead Space is I wanted Isaac to not talk in any of them. But that's just me, because it basically comes down to, oh, a character is like saying something whenever I'm actively not paying attention to what they're paying attention to. I've had that conversation with people on the channel before, actually. Like, with horror games, a character speaking tends to be a small problem. But if, like, you're paying attention to something and then they just start babbling about something else, it can cause a disconnect. And for Isaac in Dead Space 2, it was one of my major issues, is that he was concerned about things and talking while I was staring at a wall, trying to look at something. That's kind of why I like a lot of the older horror games with voice protagonists, because a protagonist wouldn't say anything outside of cutscenes, like direct cutscenes, or if you like didn't interact with anything, they'd be silent. But if you interact with something, then you get dialogue from them talking about a thing, and that way they're still like paying attention to the same thing as the player. I always found it weird that people are talking to Isaac, but he doesn't make comments. I just thought it was weird, but I understand. Also, the tram system in the remake aren't not loading screens, but you could take them and freely explore the shit, which I thought was awesome. That's neat. Shotgun. No. Stay in bag right now. No shoot. Arrested? 3 of 8. Superior. Shielded? There we go. I don't think we have the luck for it, but it'd be really funny if we could.
Unauthorized facial pattern detected. Valid security badge detected. Temporary access granted. Please complete employee registration with security.
Not to mention, in the remake, they make all the guns, even the shitty ones, more viable. That's cool. Let's see. Concerned? Oh, wow. Okay. First one. Yeah. Time is it? 9:37. Okay. Add user facial data to database. Alright, there we go. He's the absolute goat. Let's see how. Oh, hey, plasma rifle. Worth only 61 caps. I'm sorry? That thing must be half destroyed at that point. Like, physically half destroyed. What have we here? Plasma pistol. Not to mention they made the ship just more viable to be re-explored. Old areas. Yay! Don't... Just making me think about the fact that, like, that entire game is something that I still can't play because it crashes my computer. But it's good that it's actually good. Again, there are so many things good about the remake, but it's owned by EA. Yeah. Can I actually hack this? Oh, good God. Here we go. Headquarters. 3 of 12. I am so tired. This might be a terrible time to do this kind of thing. RS. Oh, okay. Again, there are little nitpicks, but it doesn't take away from it. Yeah. Oh, cool. Did we get the special weapon then? The Q35 matter modulator. Honestly, just... WTF, the Looney Tunes reference. Yeah. See here, Nikola Tesla and you. Take all this. Actually, I think this is one of the items you can get for Veronica's story quest thingy. I don't even know I'm bother looking through cabinets. We don't need to do that. Let's see. Q35 matter modulator. Only requires 25 energy skill, really. I like that there is skill books that are temporary buffs and then the permanent buff ones. There's no reason to use that, literally. I have 100 speech already. What does that put my skill at for that? Perfect. Now it's usable. I still can't pick locks very well, though. Haha.
Valid facial pattern detected.
Thank you, robot. I don't know why I said that. To reference exactly the nature of, like, why I am acting so tired, I think yesterday I went to bed at 6 p.m. It is now 9:41. We need to be careful here. Understandable. Yeah. Oh, hey, another Nikola Tesla and you. Like, I'm basically just powered off of whatever remains of the coffee that I drank. Work. Oh my god. Whoa, why this luck now? Facial data added for second floor. There we go. Then we need to, like, find somewhere we can print. What the fuck are you? I don't know. I'm a goblin.
Hello, Mrs. Millet. I hope you have an excellent day at work today.
Well, never mind. Sometimes I get luck like that, but not that consistent. I don't even think I have a high luck stat. Yeah, I only have 6 luck, which wouldn't be doing that much. But then again, I still don't get hacking minigame even after all this. It's entirely just a matter of, like, find things that have the same letters in the same positions. I can't remember what the original version of that game is called, but there's some old, like, puzzle game thing that is directly, like, a reused a bunch. Level up. Okay, fuck, we have a bunch of things that is just all over the place. Okay. This is not helpful, but I have to do this for my own sanity. We still don't have enough, though. Even you explaining it, I still don't get it.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
So if you have, like, chosen the word flower and it says one of four of those is flower. Flower's a 5-letter word. So if you choose flower, and it...
Don't let me keep you.
Shut up. And it has, like, one of 5, sorry. It means one of those letters is correct. That's the basis of it. So, Baron has 2 correct letters. So, it can't be... Well, it could be Persona, because the R and the N are the same. No, it's not misspelled. It's just that it contains the correct letters of the password. So in there, Baron had the correct... Was it Baron? I can't even remember what letters there were. But yeah, 2 of the letters were correct for their position of the word. I can't even remember it, but yeah. By the way, it happened again. Hello. I might not be able to explain very well because I am so goddamn tired.
Hello, Mrs. Millet. I hope you have an excellent day at work today.
Thank you, Robco Robot number 333. Okay, okay, give me a second here. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so, like, give me a second here. Copy. Paste this. I'll try to explain it with a reference to it. It's funny how Bethesda, it's called out for their retcons, and yet this place is one of Obsidian's few retcons. Yeah. So this is a copy of that. Okay, so we take this. Okay, so let's say you choose the word flower as your guess. So flower. And it says, like, 2 of 5 is correct. So with that, that means that 2 of the letters are in the correct place and are the correct letters. So let's then say you choose the word flower. What is also a word with, let's say you choose the word blur or bluer. So the L and R are in the same positions, which means it could be bluer, because the L and R are in the same positions and flower was 2 of 5 letters correct. Yeah, it will be. So let's say bluer was 3 of 5 correct. So that would mean the L and R are correct and another letter was correct. And then for your third try, you choose bluer. Or no, that wouldn't work. Okay, blar. So let's say you choose blar and it's like, yay, that is the password. It's basically a process of elimination for letters in the password. It's an old puzzle thing that is usually done with numbers to guess like a code. I hope that at all helped explained. My brain is like half not work. Yay, 200-year-old sodas. Ow! What the? Suitcase hurt. There we go.
3rd floor access is for executives only. Please identify. Invalid response.
Shit. Gotta get off the floor. I have a better chance of just taking random guesses that I already do. I mean, it is a guessing game outright, but yeah, you just try to find words that are similar words, letter placement wise. Where was he? There he is. The worst part is they have the T-55B power armor, but I can't use them.
3rd floor access is for executives.
Give me a second, robot. And I'll leave. Oh, God. Yeah, I would have never guessed that. I remember it took me a second, but then I realized what it was trying to say. I'm not sure any of them ever actually explained that, but yeah. The low intelligence run that would also have worked. Yeah. You can either be really lucky or low intelligence because it's just like, what's the password? Ice cream! And then he's like, yay.
Valid facial pattern detected.
Thank you, robot. All right. I can't believe we got lucky that many times in a row, though. I just realized there's a survival book I've never picked up that I could just go pick up. Where is it? I don't know why I just had the memory, but I did. What the hell is that noise? Oh, it's the water. It's the... Oh, geckos. Okay. What do you mean I missed? Apparently I cannot hit with this, but okay. What does this gun even do, actually, now that I think about it? It's just a powerful version of that weapon. Okay. I really do need to go put some of this stuff away. I say as I proceed to not do that. At least it looks unique. Yeah, that's one of the things with it. It's a unique weapon that does more damage. Something Bethesda can't do with guns. Yeah. Still. Like, this is the funny thing. They can't figure out how to do it with, like, Fallout, but they could figure out how to do it with, Skyrim. The longer my tired continue grow, less brain function do. Boom! Hit. Oh. Wait, didn't I have a quest to do damage with unique weapons from the Mojave? Quest challenge. It's a challenge. Yeah, it's pretty concerning if they can fuck up melee weapons. How do you not figure out after making Skyrim how to make a functional block? How? Everyone is gone. Am all alone. Let it all end. So there was some weird ass like creepypasta written about this game involving a child murder cannibal living in this, and for some reason people believed that was real. Like an actual quest that existed at one point, and it's like, can people use their brains for half a second? Because obviously that didn't happen. But then again, they somehow fucked up double-barrel shotguns in Starfield. Yeah. I was about to bring that up. It's kind of like the number stations thing in Fallout 3. That would have actually been a pretty neat creepypasta if they didn't go, like, over the top with it. Like, they made it stupid, where it was predicting real deaths and other nonsense like that. Although it was a way that actually got people to pay more attention to what number stations was, and that was a neat thing. And yeah, it predicting things. Like, that's the problem with half the creepypastas, is they just don't know how to hold back and make something actually remain just kind of like eerie or interesting. They always have to do like the, as the joke goes, the hyper realistic eyes and the blood thing. Creepypasta haven't been the same like back in the day. Back in the day, they weren't even that good. There were good ones, but most of them were still pretty terrible. At least like there's stuff like there is good internet horror series still. It's just a matter like it's no longer creepypastas that are popular. It's like liminality and analog horror stuff that's popular right now, and there's still some pretty good stuff there too. Like Local 58 is a pretty good one. I really like Local 58. Like, we're getting to the point where people are able to produce some pretty interesting things because like they kind of grew up in that era where internet horror was just starting. It's too bad what happened to the SCP Foundation stuff being taken over by a bunch of Tumblr rights, but, you know, things die eventually. Everything eventually ends. Shit, the people I find on YouTube have made more better horror than recent big budget movies. That basically goes for every genre. Pets Cop is pretty good. I really like Pets Cop because that dude put in the effort to make that look like an actual video game. Like, to the point that people have actually made it into a video game, even though technically it wouldn't be that fun to play, given everything. Like, it's very specific to the story. I really like the analog horror ones. Yeah, analog horror does pretty well. What were some of the other good ones?
Hey.
Gemini Home Entertainment's pretty good. Fuck, what was another one? Trying to remember some of them. Like, I remember them, but not their names. Local 58, yeah, as I mentioned that already. Mandela Catalog is pretty good, yeah. Walton Files, yeah, Walton Files are pretty decent. Anything that Wendigoon covered is probably a pretty good series, let's be honest. Though some of those kind of fell off at points, but there's another one I recently found, but I can't remember the name. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I can think of quite a number of them, but I can't necessarily quite remember the name. God, I can't remember. It was more of a movie, though, than like a series. Where the two kids get stuck in a... Oh my god, the assassins again. My hell. Like, two kids are stuck inside their house. It's more like... It's specifically meant to be like... capturing that kind of childhood fear feeling. I can't remember what it was. It's kind of dream logic and doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's still like great imagery wise. Okay, this thing is not doing the kind of damage I'd hope against these guys. Then again, like, these weapons tend to be better if you're getting crits. Veronica, could you not jump in front of my bullets? Greylock, that sounds familiar, but I can't remember it. What was the one that had, like, the... I can thank Wendigo for getting me into all these. Yeah, like I said, anything Wendigoon covered is pretty good, generally. A couple fell off. What was the one where it was like... demons from hell were taking over people and warping them? Like the intruder one, whatever they were called. Ooh. Hello, sniper rifle. That is completely destroyed. Damn it. That was Mandela Catalog. Yeah. That had some pretty good ones. I particularly like the intruder-like memes, though, that came out of that one. Like, bitch, get out of my house. And it's just like squaring up, fists up to the guy. Okay, let's see. If I can get my stuff repaired, it would be better. Problem is, I don't have anything to repair them with. So I'd have to spend money, and that's a problem. But yeah, I definitely like that stuff more, at least they're trying. Like big companies. Yeah, that's the shitty thing about rare armor. Yeah. Unless you have jury recart. Even then, it can be a really annoying thing to, like, find stuff to go with it. Because, like, even Jury Rigger doesn't help out some things like the chainsaw. I don't have Jury Rig yet, too. That's the problem. I think that was something I was working towards. Where's the shop in here again? Hello, where was the shop? It's crazy to think there are some perks in this game that are very essential. And then there's Shining Armor, which is still broken, yeah. Shining Armor is still useless, all because of one written piece of thing that called on a variable that isn't actually existent. I beg your pardon, what are you four? I don't care actually what you four are doing, but sure, stand in that room, shoulder to shoulder in a diamond formation for some strange reason. That's a classroom. Trying to navigate this place. Hi, how did Veronica get in front of me there? Oh, that's that room. There is no shop in here. Not in this area. In the other one. I am actually just getting lost now.
There have been reports that the NCR is moving more and more troops into the area.
Yeah, no shit. I might be officially lost. This place is really hard to navigate. Yeah, this place is fucking annoying. Is it in here? Do you sell stuff?
Hello, outsider.
God damn it. Here. You.
The word came down from the Elder that I'm to offer you some of our lesser wares. As if I didn't have other matters on my mind.
Yeah, you got a problem?
If you must know, my inventory check this week shows that our weapon count is one short. Somehow we're missing a laser pistol. Hardin will have my head if I don't find that weapon soon. I can't delay my report to him any longer.
I could look for it.
If you happen to find it, bring it here right away. I might be able to throw a few supplies your way if you do.
Okay.
Have you found it?
So let's see. Laser pistol. Knight Torres in Hidden Valley wants me to find a laser pistol missing. That's gone. The first thing to do is speak with the paladin in charge of the firing range, right? I'm sorry, did he just like come walking in here with like his body slightly tilted?
As much as I'm sick of Taggart's VR sims, I
Only
have
a
to
few
admit,
people get to
we wouldn't
venture
be combat
outside.
ready without him.
Usually to trade for food.
Who is in charge of the firing range? Because it don't seem like any of you are. What time is it? It's 4 a.m. That might be why. Hello, are you in charge of the firing range? Hello, are you in charge?
Tech we've never heard of. We need to send a team up there soon.
I would suggest not doing that. Who the fuck in charge of the thingy? Oh my god, here we go again. Did you move?
Hello, you must be the outsider everyone's talking about.
Yes.
I'm Linda Schuller. If you ever need medical attention, this is the place to come.
Okay. That's cool. I don't care. I'm trying to find out who's ever in charge of the thing that does the shoots down the ranges, yes? Hello? I'm now just looking...
May I assist you?
You just scare the shit out of me, pull your gun on me as soon as I walk up. Yeah. There's a reason people just blow this place up as soon as they get here. This is toilets. Immoral to use toilets, but toilets all the same. Hi, is this a shooting range?
Then you bring your second unit up to provide covering fire, like so.
It was not an intentional joke that I walked into a classroom and said that. I just feel that's, like, important to you know, expound upon. I'm not above making that kind of joke, mind you. It's just that that wasn't one of the times I did it on purpose. Am I doubling up consonants again? Who is in charge of the fucking firing range? And why can't I talk to them? Yo, ugly.
2 hours of weapons training every morning. It is a good way. I've important work to do, so no time to talk.
Ma.
How long before we resume normal patrols?
I'm the outsider here. I don't fucking know. Tweedledeeb.
As much as I'm sick of Taggart's VR sims, I have to...
Night Taurus and Hidden Valley måste verkligen foka du. Även när man hyser på jag får fråga mig sista dag. Is speak to the paladin in charge of the firing range to see who remembers has it. I have a feeling there's supposed to be someone sitting in this chair right here who isn't.
Download complete. Begin recording. Navarro Outpost Scientist, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several data banks of information on this machine.
Okay, continue.
Please handle this information with the utmost care, as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several data banks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy, and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
After the battle at Helios 1, some people were worried about the NCR coming after us. But this bunker is secure.
Who's talking?
When are these night missions going to end?
Okay, I guess we're not finding that pistol.
Have you found it?
No, sorry. Show me what you have for
Our
sale.
patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
I think I can use those to repair my stuff, potentially. Hello, greased lightning? Grenade machine gun. I can't. Plasma Defender Riot Shotgun. God damn it. There's so many cool things that I'm not allowed to have. Here's some power armor. 48. I think if I can get the Jury Rigger perk, I can then, like, repair these with the combat armor, I think. Hi, yes, my brain is shutting down. Hi. It was 5,000 to repair my helmet, wasn't it? I don't think I might be able to do that right now.
Give me a shout.
You know what? Never mind. I think I'm just gonna stand up, walk my way out of this hellhole. No offense, Veronica. And do the quest.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular.
Yeah, Ramos.
Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely.
Yeah.
You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful.
Yeah. What would an elder have to do to get kicked out?
So you've been talking to Hardin, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Hardin. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
Okay. EDI, I will just push you out of the way. Brain active, do thinky thing, please. I'm trying to determine exactly how much of this I'm going to even bother doing. Like, it's mostly just to do Veronica's quest line, in which we will ultimately still just kill her entire family. So, you know. Oh, we have to go to the Nellis Air Force Base, too. Uh-huh. Okay. That's, This is one of those situations I'm trying to determine if I want to send Veronica away. Because I think we can get some other characters stuff done. Like, we shouldn't have that much more for Veronica, but it's proving to be kind of an annoyance. Not gonna lie. As the Brotherhood of Steel in this game is, just in general, annoyance. Sorry, I just had a sudden realization that I'm walking directly into danger. With a broken helmet and barely any armor left. But I need the experience to get Jury Rigger. That's like my main concern at the moment. If I got barter up, my prices would be way less for repairs too, thinking on it. Where am I with that? 50? 75 should be enough for Jury Rigger. Max level is 50. Go, Caden. Oh, hey, it's Neil. Or Nail. Or Neil.
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on.
My one friend was playing the Outer Worlds, but apparently she got off. Oh. You seem friendly for a mutant.
Keep saying things like that and I won't be so friendly. Not every super mutant is a brain-damaged brute. Many of us are just as intelligent as basic humans, and the rest don't really have any choice in the matter, do they?
Well, you know, whenever half of the ones I've met have actively tried to hit me in the head with a piece of wood, I kind of start making a couple of, like, you know, assumptions, Neil.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you to do. Move on.
Bitch. I miss when most super mutants were intelligent. That's kind of the funny thing. Most super mutants aren't intelligent even in the first two games. Oh wait, she is still on. I'm just blind. There's a cure for that, you know. It's called eyes open. Wow, I am really just not here right now, huh? I'm sorry, what were you attacking me with there, buddy? Looked like he was throwing something. That is not doing a lot of damage. Also, I'm taking these weapons and... Veronica, I think your power fist is broken. When in Rome. Just channeling her inner jackhammer. Yeah, I knew that was about to happen. I see game crash. Why does this game have just comedic timing right now? What the hell? The science dude from Helios. They asked me if I have a degree in theoretical physics. I told them I had a theoretical degree in physics. Oh my god. Anyways, what time is it? It's 10:30. Okay, I think like the game, I'm going to go crash now. Oh my god. Anyways, thank you all for being here. Hope you had a good time. I hope to see you next time. Hopefully next time we get Veronica's quest done and I can start one of the DLCs, which is kind of the plan. But until then, have a good raid, my friend, if you do that around here. I literally have not raided anyone once ever since like I started doing stuff. Just kind of weird, but yeah. Yeah, I tend to not raid people. I just don't. I don't know why, but I just don't. I don't really even watch anyone. But yeah, I am going to go do the thing called sleep that's required for continued live. So, yay. Anyways. Have a wonderful time of day. Remember to do human things to survive. You sleep well. It was nice talking to you. Yeah, it's always fun having like conversations on streams about random shit. Anyways, bye-bye. Do things live human does, yes. I sleep.